Welcome to the Podcast FC Show. My name is Tom. Our opening segment is powered by ZipRecruiter. It's the new year, which means a fresh start for your business. And a great year starts with making great hires. But posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites. And now you can with ZipRecruiter. You can jumpstart your hiring in 2017, post your job to 200 plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 1 million businesses. And right now, our listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ziprecruiter.com/sportsfan. That's right, ziprecruiter.com/sportsfan. One more time, to try for free, go to ziprecruiter.com/sportsfan.
Podcast FC Show is brought to you by CLNS Radio. CLNS Radio, the leading online provider of audio and video coverage of your favorite Boston sports teams. Follow CLNS Radio on social media. On Twitter, you can find them at CLNS Radio. On Facebook, search CLNS Fans. That's one word, CLNS Fans. And download the free CLNS Radio app on the iOS store and Android store as well. Simply search CLNS Radio in your app marketplace.
We live?
Yeah, baby, we live.
Oh
We
my
in here.
God.
Yeah, dance. You doing the dance, baby. Oh, you all over the place.
Shout out to Dan Rue.
What up?
What, you don't know those
you messed
guys
up
on they're everywhere,
Dan
man.
Rue?
That's who they're called. It's like the crew or whatever. They're just breaking into people's houses, do
Viral
wild
stuff,
shit.
us. Old man stuff.
It's over your head.
Damn.
No idea.
What up? We in here. PFC 165 maybe?
Maybe.
Nah, it's 166. Just
Maybe.
kidding.
Here it is.
166.
Might be 167.
It might be. Suspect 11. What is a suspect, guys? So we've already given you our best 11, fraud 11, suspect 11. These are the guys in between fraud and being on the best teams. It's guys who have pressure on them.
They're in a position to either justify their status or risk becoming a fraud.
And we're watching
They're
them
about to lose all credibility.
very, very closely. That's the key.
Oh,
We're
scrutiny.
watching. Yes.
Scrutiny at the highest degree, highest level.
And this debate often sparks, a lot of tension because emotions are wrapped into it. Pride is wrapped into it on both sides. Both sides, man.
No one wants to be a suspect.
Exactly. No one wants their favorite player to be a suspect.
You wanna make your
or
team.
a watch list player to be. No one on your team.
Your manager.
We try to be pundits. We try to be neutral about this, but this one often sparks debate. But let's get into it right away. The goalkeeper. I got a weird one, man, because this dude didn't play in the EPL this year, but I feel like he is tied so closely to England, not only at the club level, but at the national level. I have Joey Hart, man.
What are you suspecting of him?
I'm suspecting that if he doesn't find a top club to play for, his career is just about done. He's seen his best days. They're behind him. Because I don't think England with guys like Butland, I know he's still a little bit raw. Forster, and you got, what's his name, who just went to Everton. Pickford, who's looking like he's the next up-and-comer. They have a surplus at that position.
Too.
And maybe Joe Hart might have one more World Cup in him, and he's out. So I think this is the year. One, he has to find a solid club to start at, and I don't think he should be in Serie A.
This was a weird one, man.
And he didn't play in the EPL, so I understand it's a weird one, but that's my piece, man. Tom.
Dude, I got Robles of Everton.
Ooh.
I think this guy should be pretty close to unanimous.
Shit, that's a good one.
I mean, Pickford now entering the picture for Everton as a record signing for the club.
Oof, that's
Robles
shots
was
fired.
in and out. Hussey's got the other guy, but I'll just keep it short and sweet. Who you got
It's
for
crazy.
Wait, you throwing me out there? You
The little precursor, son.
a precursor?
For me,
Preamble.
it's crazy because a guy like Robles played at Atletico behind Thibaut Courtois. You know, and Atletico is known for putting out these great goalkeepers.
Excellent enunciation
So-
of Thibaut Courtois.
You're welcome. Stay tuned. My suspect goalie, I feel kind of bad because I really like the guy. You know, the neck tattoo is a thing. Yeah, he looks kind of badass. Arthur Bork. This guy.
But he's 37, bro.
Listen,
Like
it doesn't
he's
matter.
about to retire.
But he might.
what are you suspecting? Old age?
It might be that time. I'm suspecting that it might be that time, and
He's
he should
done.
he should go MLS.
They just signed
Listen,
Begovic.
but they're signed-
Begovic is
Well,
in. So
exactly.
he's done.
Eh,
He's gone.
So he's on the suspect list. What's he gonna do next season?
He won't even see next season.
Okay, well there you go. Even better. He belongs on the list because he's not even playing in the league next year. What do you want from
Go
me?
ahead, Al.
Jeez.
I got
Crucified over here.
this guy played 2 league games in 2016-17.
Wasn't that a contingency? He has to play at least 18
overall.
games?
Sergio Romero. Suspect.
Suspect?
goalie.
He's not suspect.
Not
Hey,
at all.
You know what? I gotta give Al
Yeah.
some credit there
Of
because
course,
he's picking
you're-
on his own man.
Yeah, but
He's good.
overarching, the man who played the most, I got Robles too. Because watching him was horrible. Clumsy, big, gangly, like he was not coordinated, and it was painful sometimes.
Wait, because he had
do
some
your-
special moments. He saved some PKs here and there.
But he's a big boy. Like he
He
can
has
get
the
across,
special
but he
feature.
doesn't have like
Tiki.
the
Who?
Robles.
Romero?
what am I looking
Robles.
for? Consistency or the
consistency, I think.
I
and
think-
just the
Yeah,
comfort, the
but
confidence.
But like you said, I think he has that kind of. He's kind of like a Gomez. Like he has that special save
Yeah.
feature where he stops penalties or he makes the amazing save all of a sudden,
Yeah.
and then he fucks up like
But
kind of
you
a lot.
want next level
I
stuff.
I agree. I'm just saying he has that special save trait, if you will, that component.
He's also got that clumsy trait.
That's another trait you can
Risk
have.
and cost.
Error prone.
Okay, so
Error prone.
Pickford
Oh,
by
shut down.
Everton. They're trying to get better at that position, and I was gonna go with Robles because he had 19 appearances. I was gonna go with Stecklenburg, but he had 19 appearances, so I went both of them. Just say Everton goalie. Everton goalie. Doesn't matter who's in there. Either
Tim
one.
Howard.
Well, he left. So
That's the
Stecklenburg
problem.
and slash Robles are my suspect.
So I
goalies.
think
Are you a DJ?
I think that puts Robles in
That
there.
puts Robles in, man.
Yeah, man.
Come on,
All
Rams.
I still feel as if
Well-
it should be both because they split the
Harsh.
duties. They both had basically the similar, like
Yeah, let's
exactly
just
the
jam
same,
dudes in there,
Yeah,
man.
let's
Shout out to
put
Claudio
three left
Bravo.
backs,
same numbers,
4
same
center
team.
backs.
They're like a two-handed monster with two heads
You're
that
lost,
did nothing.
All right, go ahead, left back. You
Want to get jammed up?
Go ahead, left back. You seem to have momentum, Bussington.
Oh, here we go. Left back, shitty. Oh, fuck this guy. Schlupp.
Oh my god!
He's a left back. He's a left back.
Yeah, that's why he said left back.
Where you been? I thought you had right back. I was right on the board.
He's all turned around.
He's a left back.
I was right
Yeah,
on the
he did.
board.
That's
my
why I said
bad.
left back, dude.
I was losing. I was like, whoa, that makes
You're yelling
sense.
he's a left back. I was like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
That's,
You're being like this
that's why I
crazy
came up.
MC man over there. He's a left back.
Yeah, we got to throw this over on YouTube. Where he got that look going right now.
I had the look in the eye.
Got that look.
Fucking Hussey said something dumb. I was like, are you kidding me again?
I didn't say something dumb. You
I
said
know,
something
that
dumb.
was my point. That's how I felt.
You said something
All right,
dumb.
enough of you two.
All right,
back.
slow.
I got a guy. I know it's gonna. You two of you are gonna have a bone to pick with me about this.
Who's
one.
two?
Don't even say James Milner.
Somebody in
Don't you dare say
He's the
James
best
Milner.
left back in the league.
He's not a left back at all. He
Go
just
ahead.
sucks.
He's much.
Drop it on him,
Go
man.
ahead. Slam it.
Aaron Cresswell.
Oh, we went with the wild card.
All right, so I was thinking
Suspect,
about him,
man.
but it's not suspect because of his
I bet
play.
you
It's
think about
suspect. It's suspect because of his injury.
It's a lot
'Cause
of
is
things.
Is that your case?
But-
What's else?
Injury prone, but also mentally weak.
When
I
he
saw- I
came
saw
back,
him,
West Ham changed.
That double yellow send off was hilarious to me. This guy, he's decent, but is he quality enough to stay as a regular? I don't think so. I think he's gonna get phased out if he doesn't. If he
Interesting.
doesn't prove it this year, if he doesn't put a run together.
He's gonna play behind Rose for
It's
the
kind of a
national
little
team.
bias, but hey, I like when
dig it.
people prove me wrong.
Who you got?
Go ahead, Rain Man.
How can you say that though?
Go on,
He's on the national team.
Cresswell.
Yeah.
So
You don't think?
Not
Just 'cause
suspect.
you're on
No,
the
look, he's
national
a-
team
look.
doesn't mean you're not a suspect.
Yeah, he's suspect, and yeah, I can see. Creswell's running out of time, man. He can't keep getting hurt. You know what I mean? He was that guy who was sort of popping a few years ago.
great left foot.
I had him
Good
in
cross to the
fantasy.
ball.
What is he,
for
like
one
24
whole
years old or
season.
something?
27.
He's 27? Oh,
Is he?
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
he's
older
running
than
out
I
of
thought.
time. That's perfect, man. He should have owned that position. It shouldn't have been Rose,
Could've.
Walker. He could have.
My left back, suspect list. Tell me you're going to love this.
I know he eats nachos.
Go ahead.
Luke Shaw.
Oh, I love it, and I
Hey.
concur.
I almost put him.
Are you
Luke
concurring
Shaw.
on the spot?
I
No,
concur. Luke Shaw as well. He's a suspect.
the only reason I'm putting him on this list is because I like him. I think he could be a very good player, but this injury,
Yeah.
he has not come back,
Yeah.
and he has not shown that he is the player that he was at Southampton when they
Mentality.
paid 30 mil for an 18-year-old.
And he's fat.
He's out of shape. He has
Yeah.
problems with his
He gets
weight.
fat,
Take it easy.
yeah.
He has problems with his. He does have problems. They have said
Dude, you're
that.
not,
Injury prone.
you're not gonna hear a strong argument from me for that.
But
It's
it's true.
I don't like putting him on this list, but he belongs on this list
It's
based on the
crazy
season.
potential.
He's eligible.
True.
Crazy,
Absolutely.
crazy
potential.
Yes.
He had the injury, but it's another Southampton defender that's kind of once he gets sold. So it's actually the Southampton.
Why? Who's the other one?
Well, no, we'll get into that. But is it actually the Southampton system that makes the defenders
No, you
good?
know why? Klein. It was
Okay.
Southampton.
Yeah,
He's
but
a
out of
beast.
like the last
What
four,
about
Lovren.
Wherever Van Dijk goes,
Van Dijk
he's
is gonna be
he's gonna be
stud,
all
man.
right.
Jose Font,
Font?
Lovren.
No, look, Font. I blame
won a
West
Euro.
Ham,
Shaw.
man. Font was playing next to Kouyaté, bro. When I saw that, I was like, this is not a West Ham defense, dude. He didn't have a
Band-Aids.
partner.
He
When
came,
you
off,
go to
he came
a
off
club-
of Euro, right, playing with Pepe. So he's shown what he
Yeah,
can
he
do. if
won
he's
a
playing with,
Euro.
like, a
And now
good partner.
he just sat on the bench this past game because he didn't play well.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
All
So
I'm
he
saying
got
is
benched
it
on the
happens.
national team.
Yeah, because he's had playing like shit
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I'm saying.
lately, and that transfers from the West
all right.
Ham.
For me, man, in a similar vein to what Farid is saying,
Hit
it
it.
was
man.
tough. I got two of them, man. I got two of them.
Don't throw out Nacho.
I'll go out with one. I'll say Alberto Moreno.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Alberto Moreno.
fraud.
He's a fraud.
He might be a fraud.
He's a fraud.
I don't think he's a fraud, man, because again,
Friends
he's
already
not,
put Moreno in. I love
he's
it.
not
I'm
linked.
writing all four of them.
He's not
Oh.
linked with being sold aggressively. If he was, you look at Sturridge, a guy who was given a lot more playing time, a lot more opportunities, and he's basically getting linked with everyone to be sold.
Age. This always has to do with age.
Well, it has to do with age, sure, but Moreno didn't play a single game, and he's still not linked with the exit to the club. So I think there's some development happening behind the scenes that we're not seeing. I think
They want
this
to
is
start
the
him
season.
next year ahead of Milner.
I think this
apparently,
is
reportedly.
yes, man. I
Reportedly,
think
but
Klopp
Milner's
has
too
been
good.
working in the background with this kid. I think why he's suspect is that Klopp sees something in him that a lot of the world did see, but this is the year he has to prove it.
This is his
He's
biggest year
suspect.
of his career, man.
Absolutely, I don't think he's a fraud yet. I don't think he's played enough to be a fraud.
I think he's a fraud. But
I think he has.
Yeah, I think.
And then
He's got the pieces.
I think he
man.
played enough to put himself on the suspect list, and then he was used sparingly, thrown in, and he still couldn't do that. So then like, he was like, all right, we can't even involve you.
But
You
they're
can't
not.
keep up.
They're not
bro.
even trying
You're
to
out.
sell him. That's where my
Nobody wants him.
weirdness come in.
Tom, you're next.
No,
Luke
you're
Shaw.
not.
I already said
Yeah.
Luke Shaw.
Oh, that was me? I haven't gone yet? Yeah, I did. I just said schlup. I was the first one to go. I was the correct one.
So let's vote.
He's a left back.
I Cresswell.
He's a left back. He's a left back.
So Tiki, who'd you?
I had Moreno,
Moreno.
but I had Gibbs on the other. That was my
Kieran
honorable
Gibbs.
mention. But
So we got two for Shaw between me and
So
me and
Shaw,
Tom.
Shaw takes the cake.
Yeah, you know what?
Shaw, unless the three of you want to agree on one of these
I
three.
think being with go for
Schlop.
it. Wanna
Yeah,
make
if
a
the
case?
if
I'll
the
go.
three.
I'll go Moreno all day.
I think Schlupp
He's
is out
he's
there.
a he's a bowl of schlup.
Al.
This is the Man U shit right here. This is the Man U shit.
No,
Shaw.
Jump on.
I'm
I
going with
I
Shaw.
just hate Moreno.
That was my Shaw was my number day. Shaw was my number two.
yeah, then why is he on a suspect?
He's on the suspect list. I gotta rate
If
him
he's a
more than
fraud,
Shaw.
right?
Shaw's a suspect. I'm not doubting
Thank
that.
you,
but
man.
if Moreno's next to him, fuck out of here.
Dude, he's
Shaw-
got more pressure.
The board is flawed. Don't blame me.
No, Shaw
Blame
was
man, he's
number
biased.
2 on my list, so I'll go with him. If no one wants to go with Schlupp.
Thank you.
All right, sure it is, man.
Right there
Like
it
that's
is.
fine.
Yeah,
Democracy
cool.
prevails.
Good.
All right, here we go.
Good.
Left back, right
Make
back.
sure you write that down.
Time for right back. Who wants to go?
No, center.
No, center back.
Oh, we're going center backs. Okay, I'll go first.
Well, I
two
kind of
center
I kind of like Hussey's idea of doing kind of just both outside backs.
Let's
Okay,
go.
fine.
Boom.
I think that's a little
On the
nice
fly.
little twist.
Let's
Right
do it.
back. Here we go.
Go ahead, Hussey.
Darmian.
Boom. I concur. Boom. Another dude. I'll let you guys talk. Then we'll make our case.
I got Danny Simpson.
That's another
That's
guy
a good
I was
one.
thinking
Leicester
about.
City.
I was thinking.
I
about.
I think I had him on my fraud.
Yeah, you did. That
All
was
right.
aggressive.
I don't
though.
think he was
That
fraud
aggressive.
level, but
I got one. Nathaniel Klein.
Yeah, get out of here.
He really put Klein down
You
there?
just put a guy who
Yep.
happens to play that position.
Nope.
That how you did it?
I think
Close it.
I think he had a poor
Let's hear
year
this.
by his standard of play.
What?
The best defender on Liverpool.
Nope.
He
Look
was
who he's
the
playing with.
only
Don't like it.
position they never mentioned. They talked about Milner at
Maybe.
left back. They talked about the center back. They talked about the goalie. They talked about number 6. They talked about the wingers. They talked about the striker, who's going to be the striker. They didn't talk about the number 10.
Hey.
I didn't think he had the kind of
Settle down.
production that he had the year before.
Top
Because
five,
everyone else
top
around
5 right back
All right,
in the
move
league.
on. Who's
All right.
next?
Top 5.
Dude, I got Gibbs. I'm going to address the Darmian point.
Gibbs? He's a right back. No, he's not a right back.
Left back.
Oh, shit.
Gibbs is kind of everywhere.
Nah.
No, he's left side.
All
yeah.
left side. Gotta jam him in there.
He is a
I'm
left
gonna
back.
talk about Darmian real quick. You
Go-
guys
Wait,
can
who's your
call him.
pick?
You going
I don't know,
Darmian
I
too?
got to scramble.
You,
him.
okay,
a
Darmian.
minute.
You got 2 Darmians right now.
2 Darmians.
So
Yeah,
what's your present your case?
All right, dude. Darmian
Shaky.
is a good player. He's a good player.
What position
but
does he play?
Right back primarily, but he can slot in at left back as well. And he was covering for Luke Shaw right when he was out.
Yep.
Still didn't hold down that position because you ended up bumping Rojo out there and
Europa League final.
mixing
he was
things
there.
up. All right, that's good for
Yeah.
him, man. But
I'm
we
saying
know
he's
that
got that level.
what it is I'm not looking
It's
at
Paulo
him calling him
Ferreira.
a
It's Paulo
suspect.
Ferreira.
I'm not calling him a suspect for his talent because
Yeah.
he's a talented guy. What I'm calling him suspect for is the playing time, the projection. Antonio Valencia is there, right? Darmian's been linked with moves away from United, going back to Italy. We've heard all these rumors, so I'm looking at it as next year, what are you going to do? Are you going to step up, take a role, whether it's at left back or right back? Definitely not happening at right back. So it's a lot of pressure on Darmian to really step his game up if he wants to make that Italy World Cup team in 2018.
I
He has
think-
to find a
He
way to
wants to
start.
leave.
I
And
think
man,
wants to
I think
leave.
I think
He wants to go to Juventus.
He actually came out that he wanted to leave the club because he wants to
he
secure
needs to
playing
play,
time.
and he's not playing, and that's the big thing.
He doesn't even care. He was going to take it.
Well,
Well,
that's
not
not
the
suspect.
Juventus
He's,
step
still,
down.
he's a
but-
quality squad player.
And that's the thing, but he didn't
How's
come
that
in like that.
suspect?
He was supposed to come in as a guy who's going to potentially take that job, who is younger, replacing like a guy like Rafael.
Yeah, but Valencia is one of the best in the league.
Well, not when LVG
So-
was there.
Superseded him.
When LVG was
Darmian
there,
had
yeah.
a remember
When
he had a
LVG was there,
season.
he didn't play Valencia.
Yeah, he did.
Tiki.
Darmian had that.
LVG
season.
wasn't big on
Yeah,
Valencia.
it wasn't.
Jose brought him back.
Darmian had that
But
season
he's
where
really
Valencia was
balling,
good
man. Playing
before
right
anyway.
back for
I
a while.
agree, but I'm just saying.
That's my take on Darmian. What about you, Huss? What
Oh,
about
I
Darmian?
just. It's just one of those things where for United
It's one of those
and a
things.
right back. Well, you think of a Valencia where he's just solid, and then there's Darmian coming in, and he may make it's not even something that's in the stats. You just watch him; he's shaky. He might just get beat on this one. He might just make that bad pass. So it just overall, with my eyes, he passes the suspect list.
Aren't you colorblind?
No, I don't see colors. You're right. That's why we're brothers.
So if you could see his color, you wouldn't be his brother. Is that
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
I'm about to say,
Racist.
I hate when white people say that. I'm colorblind. No.
Yeah. I don't see sex.
Good synopsis.
I see everyone's just completely equality.
I think Darmian's the winner here at
Had
right
sex
back.
with a man before.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to agree with this Darmian case that I think he is the quality, but he needs to play more.
Biggest eye on him. And look, man, I'll also throw in, look, Hector Bellerin was pretty close on my list. He was probably
finished
my
strong.
second choice. He finished strong, but
You know his quality.
we know his quality. But again, is Oxlade going to take that right wing back spot? You know,
that's a step
No, he's gonna be on
backwards.
Liverpool.
All right, it's a lock. Darmian right back. Fraud 11.
Menu, man. The menu bag.
that's right.
The
right,
menu
right.
bag.
Coming
I'll
after
start.
you
I'll
guys.
start off center backs.
He's on
Let's
our
say
starters,
no.
by the way. That's dope.
I'll start
Our
off
suspect
with the center backs
control
because I don't
supposed
want
to be-
anyone saying that
It's
anyone's
not.
biased. My 2 center backs, Lovren and Matip.
Hey, good
Both.
man. I love it. I got Matip on mine.
Yeah.
Matip's on there, and I also have Funes Mori.
Whoa.
That's a good one.
That's a fucking. That might be a fraud.
Losing your
He
place
was-
to fucking 45-year-old
was
Jackie Elka.
bad
Give
this
me a
year.
break.
He's rough.
Wow, he
Jags?
fell
You don't
apart.
think Jags got it?
I
still?
love Jags,
No,
but the fact
Jags
that he
doesn't have
displaced
it.
a
Yeah.
younger guy, it's disrespectful to the guy that lost his job.
You know, I'll give Matip that first year thing
That's
where it's
me,
like
man.
it's his first year. He's transferred in. I thought he was actually the best center back out of all of them.
No way.
Which is why I have to nominate Lovren in there.
I think
and,
Lovren was a little bit better than Matip.
I agree.
and John Stones. John
Yeah.
Stones is a major suspect.
2 years. Like he ended 2 years ago. He ended poorly, and this whole last season he couldn't.
Company
I don't
comes
think
back.
he kept one clean sheet.
All of a sudden, it's a new back line.
Yeah.
Speaking of company, suspect Vincent Company for me.
No way, dude. He comes in, scores
Gabriel
goals, clean
for-
sheets.
I'm gonna tell you why, bro.
Injury, it's
And
gonna be-
Gabriel for Arsenal. It's injury, man.
It's injury.
This guy is a top talent in the world. The whole world will be watching him next season under Pep to see can he get back. Let's not forget, man. This guy was a close second or third behind the top 2-3 defenders in the world a couple years ago. And the injury last year completely destroyed his season. He came back looking studly, but it's all eyes on him next year to see is this the Company that once was, or is this the
Can he
post
have-
Michael Owen hamstring injury Vincent Company?
Can he have a John Terry season?
Exactly.
In the league.
That's why I'm watching him,
You
man.
know,
He's a stud.
Come back,
He's an
play
absolute
38
stud.
games, and be fine.
Gabriel for me, very suspect. I think if he sticks around, and it looks like he will, if he sticks around one more season at Arsenal, I think he's a failure, man. If he doesn't perform,
If he doesn't start, he's in and out, in and out.
He was brought in to basically be, you could say, that
Replace
third
Mertesacker.
center back.
Yeah.
Or that third center back
Yeah.
he's moved down to. And I'm okay with him playing that role. But when he comes on, he has to be effective, man. He has to be like when John O'Shea or Wes Brown used to come on for Ferdinand or Vidic. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's a step down in talent. I'm not criticizing him on that level. I'm saying his importance to the team. He has to step it up.
He does have to step it up. I agree with that.
Silly red cards.
I thought he
silly
did a little bit
tackles.
towards the end of this year, but we need to see more.
Yeah.
I also have Mustafi on my list as an
Oh, I
honorable
like that.
mention. Just for that game for Germany 2 matches ago where he gave the ball away out of the back.
But is that the first year?
I'm not mad
Thing
at
that
you,
we do?
though. I'm not mad at you because of the expectation of Mustafi.
Yeah.
I know the first year thing does apply, but he was expected to, and they did when he first came in with Koscielny, but after he got injured, it was just all downhill.
Big year for him.
I got Phil Jones. And
How you have Phil Jones?
bad year. And
He didn't have a
Matip.
bad year at all.
Oh, I think he had a terrible year.
How much did he even play?
Who's the other one?
Matip.
Matip.
So we have two
Nice.
for
Three
Matip.
Matips.
Huh? Three Matips.
Liverpool.
Yo, get him in there. Leaky. He's got to go. That's got to be a lock.
First year blues.
I know it's first. Hey, you know what? It's first year blues, but that's why he's on the suspect list. He's not on the fraud list. He had a suspect first year. He's gonna
John
turn around.
Stone's been in England, and he can't do shit on City.
Nah, dude.
But
it's the
his
city
youth,
style.
he's gonna
though.
get better.
Yeah, I'm also-
but it's
City
not the
style suits
Liverpool
John
style.
Stones. Play out the back.
It's not the Liverpool style for
can't-
Matip. Getting used to it. He played in a different country. He's learning a different language.
Look, I think when it comes down to it, one Liverpool guy has to be on. So let's just switch out Matip
no, it's
for
not
Lovren.
Lovren. No way, it's not Lovren. Lovren was the best defender outside of Klein. He was the best center
Of
back.
the worst.
But he was the best. So why are we
That's
putting the
so
best of the
fucking
worst
true.
on
You
the
know why?
worst list?
You know
Like-
why?
like
Because
he did
Klavan
okay.
first year, Matip first year. That's what it is. That's
What
all
I'm
it
saying is, yeah, but what
Klavan
I'm
was
saying
pretty
is,
good.
in that back line, who's the problem? They're not talking about
Mignolet.
replacing. No, don't even get on
I don't think it's
Mignolet. Love
Matip.
him.
I don't think Matip's the problem, honestly.
I don't think
he
he
can get
solved the
better. He's
problem.
a 25-year-old center back. He can get better. But I think there's guys like John Stones, who was highly suspect. English national team. Freaking
Best-
Southgate is thinking about putting him at midfield.
Best coach,
A lot of
most
stuff.
money.
A lot of stuff.
think
50
John
million
Stones,
pounds.
I think Stones is going to be brilliant next year. I think
Brilliant?
he's-
which is
yeah.
why it's a suspect.
Brilliant!
Yeah,
He could
B.
go either way, right? Stones, out of all these guys we've discussed, Stones can either have the most growth or the worst. Think about it.
Yeah, I like Stones.
Stonesy, man.
I'll go Stones over Lovren because I don't think Lovren was bad. I
Alright,
think,
I'm mad
look,
at you.
he wasn't good or anything, but I don't think he was that bad.
I
Lovren
think
was
he's suspect because it's a guy like that who's captaining a club at times. Man,
So who do we have?
So we got Stones, 2 for Stones. What is it, 2 or 3 for Matip?
3 for Matip. But I also got Funes Mori out there from Everton.
That was a
just dang.
Yeah, that was my.
Yeah,
those are my
those-
2.
Al always comes with the sneakers.
Well, dude, this guy,
Sneak
you
punches.
can't let this guy go by unnoticed. You know, you got to call him out when he's needed.
Hey,
Phil Jack
Well, there
came
was
in
what?
because you got Ashley Williams there, who's a stud, and you pair him with anybody, pretty much you'd be okay. And he couldn't do it. Bring back Jags, everything was fine.
So there's
But
3
what
for
do-
Matip and 2 for Stones.
But what was our expectation for Funes Mori?
To lock
Tell
it
us-
down at least.
But like, what's
Score
our
some goals.
expectations for Stones? It's higher, right? The whole world's watching Stones and what he's up to versus.
I'm
Funes
jumping
Mori.
on Stone.
It's
Well,
the air. Yeah, thank you. It's the Irish.
Yay.
Stones.
I'm jumping on that bandwagon. Relax, people. Relax.
Jumping on that dick.
By the way, look at Funes Mori's picture on whoscore.com.
That's great.
That's great.
It's a
I love it.
warrior
That's
photo.
passion. All right, so we got Matip and
Stones
as center backs. Oof, rough team going. All right, left wing.
Easy peasy for me this year.
Stuart Downing.
Me too.
Oh,
I think Huss and I
I
might
guess
be on the
Stuart
same
Downing.
page.
he's old. What do you got on him?
Go ahead, Huss.
Shaqiri.
Oh, no. Not on the
It
same
hurts,
page.
bro. Why would you? I thought about.
Dude, after
him.
that banger he scored against Hull, come on, son.
Cool. He did one thing all season.
Come on, son.
Ooh.
And he's
But-
jacked. What about that?
Well,
He's been
trust
jacked
me,
all
trust me.
season.
We all
He's
know how
crust,
much I love
you know?
Shaqiri
He's-
and Arnautovic. You know that I love the Bash Brothers. With Joe Allen there, they're
In the
awesome.
in the
But
crust.
when it comes down to it, he was injured. When he came back, he was back and forth. He just was not the player that we saw last year. So if he has another season like he did this year, I think he's not on Stoke the year after.
Okay.
Bold call. Farid.
I got Robert Snodgrass. This guy keeps bouncing to
harsh.
teams and keeps getting those teams that he leaves relegated. So he's good enough to kind of keep teams in it that need to help. That need a little
He's
offensive
their
help.
lifeline.
But
How are you suspecting him? He
because
carries
because
team.
when he
He carries the little goddamn
because
team.
his transfer to West Ham, he was a bench player. He didn't even start for them.
He's gotta
He
get
was
more time.
non-factor. He killed
came
them.
in.
He had
like
you-
left back, left.
he had- he
mid,
did nothing.
Right
But do
mid.
you see
He was
this
right
guy's-
mid for
dude?
Hull.
West Ham is a scratch this year, man. They had
Everybody's
Antonio
slacking.
killing it for him this year. Dude,
I'm
IU
just-
took a nap. What I'm
Lanzini.
saying is, do you see Snodgrass' projection? Norwich, low bump up. Goes to Hull, stays in the Prem, bump up. Goes to West Ham, that's
saying.
better than Hull. I think this guy's on a weird trajectory going up. The
Late
last
career
6
rise.
months, the last 6 months of the season at West Ham, garbage. I agree with you, but
That's all. That's why he's on the suspect list.
all right,
That's it.
That's
He's
he's
not-
done.
going up. I feel.
I agree with you.
All right.
I'm just picking this one little section
Cool.
of his career
All right.
out where he has been suspect right now.
Yeah, he's hopping around. Okay,
He should be starting for West Ham. If he's going to make that kind of transfer, he should be involved in the game.
I think
Did
he's
nothing
gonna
in
kill
fantasy
for
the
him,
second
yeah.
half of the year.
Tom.
Didn't play.
It's on
Tough
me.
call.
Dude, another man you got, Anthony Martial.
Who? Never heard of him.
Not because of his talent.
damn, that's
Once
a good
again,
one.
Anthony
God
Martial.
damn, that's a good one. He's
and
got
the
one more year.
expectation.
He's got
He's
one
got.
more year.
He's
I'm
literally
gonna
got
jump on
one
that
more
one.
year.
Yeah.
Fizzle out.
Linked with Sevilla alone. Agent says there's no
Linked
reason to
with
leave Man
Arsenal.
United. Now he's linked with Arsenal. Oh, there are plenty of
Oh,
reasons to
man,
leave
that's a good one.
if he does not play. Anthony Martial.
Yeah, I'm gonna second that.
He's good.
He's good, but he's not good enough to start, apparently.
Yeah, this is a big year for
crap.
him. Man. This is a perfect suspect season, man.
I'm going to jump on Martial.
Dude, if he doesn't do it
Because
this year, he's out. Mourinho almost, like, by body language, didn't want him this season. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it was not a problem, but like a problem dumped on his lap. Like, no, you can't sell this guy. We just paid 60 for him. You know, like, you got to see if you can make
mash-
it work.
mash
The,
him in there.
the fans love him. People have his jersey. Like, and he plays for France national team. He might become an international superstar with Pogba. You know what I mean? Like,
So it's a huge year for him. This is a
God
major
damn, this is
year
a make
for
or break
Anthony
for him.
Martial, for
I'm
sure.
switching
Ooh.
mine. I'm an idiot because we're talking about left mids. I did Shaqiri, who's a right mid. So I'm just going to switch to Arnautovic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same
Left
same
Bash
thing.
Bro.
Yeah.
Other half of the
Yeah,
Bash
exactly.
Bros.
Left mid striker.
dude, it's funny you say that, man, because I was
Dude,
talking
dude.
to wifey, and she said she'd put Arnautovic on, and I was like,
'Cause she
I
has a
don't
brain.
think so. Well,
Kara, you're not just beautiful. You have a brain too.
Arnautovic this season is performing the same way he was a season and a half ago. Statistically, he's the same player. He had a pop season last year. Last season was an anomaly. for Arnautovic.
Yeah.
So he's back to normal. So to say he's suspect, his
Back to suspect,
expectations were never high enough to be suspect. That was my debate. That was a good one when I heard it, but I was like, something doesn't feel
he
right.
fell
Let me
off.
look at his
Well,
numbers.
You got to look at guys who are like popping.
Yeah, but
son.
Martial was a top goal scorer for Man United, and then dropped off completely the year
And
after.
couldn't
but
even
his
get a minute.
potential is through the roof.
That's
and
why
we
my
paid
right
so much
midfielder-
for
And
him.
he paid so much for
My
him.
right winger is on that same tip.
So 3 for Martial, 1 for Arnautovic.
1 for Snodgrass.
Yeah.
So I guess it's
Martial.
Martial.
Like
It's a
Anthony.
lock.
All right, the other winger.
Riyad
Left-
Mahrez.
Thank you.
Boom.
Done.
There.
Mahrez.
Yup. We had four.
Unanimous.
Come on, bruh.
Unanimous.
Everyone
Come on, how you
has
go
him.
from double
I got
digits
one.
in goals
Look.
and assists?
I got one.
to
Who
Oh,
not?
do
it's
you
not
have?
unanimous.
This one hurts a lot, but I had to do it. Yannick Bolasie.
Oh,
He's not suspect.
dude,
He just
no.
got injured.
But
Yeah,
man,
dude,
is he
come
gonna
on.
Is he gonna be Bo Jackson? Like, is he gonna? He's never gonna be the same again.
You haven't even given a
I'm
chance yet.
terrified.
Yeah, dude.
Haven't
You
even
know
given
what
a
I mean?
chance yet.
Come
So
on, man.
I'm just saying, dude.
Can't.
If he can come back from this injury or the last couple injuries and still have
it's
a
an
productive
injury
season,
suspect. Yeah.
but will he just will he have the dedication to fight back? Like, it's tough.
he
It's a
will.
big ass.
He will.
He's
he was a
looking- he's a
non-league
heart.
player, bro.
Yeah, man.
He's one of those type of guys.
Yo,
okay,
he's
we're
seen
just
that
coming
money
freak athlete.
leaving the
Yeah.
bank account. He's like, I got to get that revenue back, man.
he's
Like,
Hey,
one
man.
of
Yeah,
this
he's,
dude's about that
Or
life.
will it happen? I don't know.
he's searching to come back in December.
I love
Yeah.
this guy.
So center midfielders. Here's my first two. Well, my only two actually. Ross Barkley
Boom.
Boom.
and Xhaka.
Granted.
He's a fraud, dude. You missed out
Too
on the last
early.
episode.
Yeah, no, but for me, he's not a fraud. He's
Not a
a
fraud.
suspect.
Too aggressive.
Dude, I got Ross Barkley as well. Man, I have so many center mids I couldn't pick.
Does everyone have Ross Barkley?
yeah, I do.
I don't.
Nope.
Well, that's
All
three.
right.
That's three. So
I
but,
could-
I got one.
We could
Okay.
be talked out of it.
I got one.
Hold on. I
right,
had Ross
all right,
Barkley,
sorry.
and the other guy is gonna be Mohamed El Neni.
Man, he's
He was
he's
brought
like
in
the
to upgrade.
closest thing to fraud. He's so close. He's teetering.
He's edging, bro. He's got maybe 5 games, not even a season. He's got 5 games to determine whether he's a fraud or
5
he's
games
a
or
survivor.
less.
5 games.
He's
First
probably-
5 games
he's
of the
probably not gonna
season.
play.
yeah, Arsenal
All
took
right.
Or
a
whatever
took
his
a page
first 5 games are.
Arsenal took a
Fazio.
page from Chelsea. Buy somebody, sit him on the bench.
Fazio, who you got?
Mesut Ozil.
Oh my God.
5 goals, 3 assists this season.
I almost went
those
Ozil.
are not the
I almost-
stats. He had 9 assists last year. I'm
Like
pretty
this
sure.
whole year.
EPL.
Whatever. Got
Your facts right, Farid?
18 games.
I don't think they are.
In
Al.
18 games,
Good
they
call
find
out.
you.
Yeah, he
He's
had
just
9. I
throwing
saw
out-
it today. I was like, he had 9 assists,
Look it up.
like 6 goals, something
Look
like
it
that.
up.
Yeah.
I
How
just
you
saw
just gonna
something.
throw out random stats?
It sounded because it works to my point.
This is fucking.
Yeah, spitting
it's the
stories.
what is it? Confirmation bias. Right.
All right,
here.
well,
Exactly
whatever.
what it is.
The guy still had an off year.
8 goals, 9 assists.
Yeah, you call him suspect.
Suspect.
Still suspect, I think.
He's supposed to be world class. Came from Real Madrid. He's supposed to be the
Look,
leader,
if
captain,
you-
legend.
There's
of the
plenty
team.
of Arsenal.
What if it was 10 and
center
10?
midfielders
10
you
goals,
could've
10
thrown in there.
assists. Those are great numbers.
No, but look,
How'd
we-
the team do?
dude, Ozil,
As
FA Cup final.
expected. They did as expected.
Fell out of top 4.
dude, let's
Won a
be
FA Cup.
All
let's be
year,
real, though.
all year, how'd the
what
team
were
do?
people saying? No, not even. What were people saying all year about Ozil? All year.
He
Never
wasn't
mind
up
the
to
stats.
snuff.
I
wasn't
can
up to
see why
snuff.
Farid would put him up there because if he has another year like this,
I
Arsenal
can't-
sell him or like the next
See,
club he goes to is a step down.
Once again, this is like that Lukaku thing. The only reason I can't see why Ozil's in here is because there are other dudes who are bigger
Yes,
suspects.
and I agree with that. And on
That's all
that
it
note,
is.
I will go with my 2. I had Danny Drinks, Leicester City. And
That's
I
a good
also
one.
and I also have Aaron Rambo Ramsey.
Dude.
23 games,
That's a good one.
1 goal, 4 assists.
That's a better suspect.
And
Scored in the FA
this
Cup
was supposed to
final
be
when it mattered.
big tournament at the Euros. What'd you say?
He balls out for Wales. Doesn't.
Yeah,
do the
balls
same
out for
Arsenal.
Wales, but the season was supposed to be it. Still getting injured, still can't stay healthy, and when he comes on, he's almost a ghost.
You know what, man? I'll give it to Ross Barkley for sure.
Yeah.
I was very close on Aaron Ramsey, but
Go with it, bro.
nah, I went with Jordan Henderson, dude.
I thought about Henderson,
Thought
but
about
but,
Hendo
oh,
too.
oh,
but
Actually,
I think
Henderson
Henderson had a
That's my
stronger
other one.
case than Ramsey.
Because at least Ramsey turned it on towards the end of the season. Yeah, maybe too little, too late.
But Henderson,
Henderson was more
is strictly
consistent.
injury.
and
Yeah.
that's his
Henderson's,
thing.
but that's what I'm saying. Like
And
that's
he might get replaced.
yeah.
Yeah, and listen, that
eventually
gets you
just
onto the
gets out.
suspect list. Being injury prone.
But what
Gets you
what
on
are you
here.
gonna
Agreed,
wait
agreed.
on? You know, if
Yeah.
you're gonna weigh, it's up to you.
It's both.
what
Because
you
the
weigh
thing is,
more.
he was
But
balling,
in this case,
right? So he was balling the beginning of the season, and then he goes down and he gets hurt. So again, we have to watch for this guy closely. He could change Liverpool if he has.
Agreed.
Look at
But
Darren,
what about
look at
Ramsey?
Darren Fletcher.
Look at
Darren
Ramsey.
Fletcher
Bro,
United,
100
very similar.
Yeah, but
had that kind of rise, got injured a lot, didn't play, sold him, and he's still class.
I agreed. So he's not suspect.
I agree, but I'm just saying he's going through a similar point. So like, this is why I
Agreed,
understand.
but like
this is-
for Jordan Henderson, my only reason I didn't mention him was because at 100%, this guy's a baller. If he was a 50-50 guy,
Hey, me
at
too.
100%, no, I
He's not a
agree. But
baller.
like for me, for Liverpool, he's a baller, bro. If you watch him for Liverpool,
Okay, but
But
now
you watch
Liverpool's
Ramsey-
in, like
okay,
Champions League and stuff.
fair enough. But we
know
watch
what I mean?
Ramsey, where Arsenal's been in Champions League. He
Ramsey.
hasn't done fucking shit the whole time. He's had twice
This
as
year.
many games.
Last year he was. That's the
He was
thing.
cute last year. The year before that, he was back to
Look,
being
man,
mute. He had
Rambo's
one
on my
pop
list
out.
too. He's on my
Agreed.
list.
I'm saying he should be higher on your list than a guy like Henderson who performs when
Well, there's no way I'm going to throw an Arsenal guy on there, so.
Well, there's
No
your
way,
bias, bro.
what the hell, man?
There's his bias.
Unless
He's
it's
always
that
talking
obvious.
Man
But look
United.
at, dude,
Good call.
Ramsey's
Good
had
call.
so many years to live up to his potential, and he still can't do it. Like, how long we didn't?
Yeah, dude, how
long
many years
before
is
he's
this
a
guy going to
fraud?
be suspect?
How long before he's a
He
fraud?
scores a goal in an important cup final. When is this guy going to be a fraud, man? He's not cutting it for you guys.
fraud.
You gotta-
Every
you gotta at
season.
least
He had a bad
suspect
year.
him.
Not
He had
a
a bad
fraud.
year.
Dude, he had a bad career.
He had one good year. Let's put it that way. He had one good year last year. That's it. The rest of the time he's been mediocre for Arsenal.
The team needs work.
The whole team needs work, and he's part of the reason. Guys like him spending all those wages. Wilshere, get him out of there, dude. Elneny, Gibbs, all this just garbage. And Arsenal's stuffed with garbage. I'm not making a strong push for these guys to go on because I already personally know most of these guys are garbage. They're not really suspect.
I want them to stay.
Genuinely.
See, I still
Yeah, sure.
I still think Ramsey's a better player than Jordan Henderson. That's the thing. That's where I'm caught. You know,
It's tough.
did he have a better year or whatever? Like if you look at the short,
I don't think he is.
Little-
Man.
I think Henderson had a better season.
yeah. Well, if you
And,
look
and
at
his
that,
play has been playing better the last few years.
Yeah, man.
He's
He
still
played-
trending
he's-
up.
He captains
Henderson-
Liverpool.
yeah, he
Like he got
captains
to
England.
the point where he earned it. Like after
Captains
Gerrard, they were
England.
like, "Who else are we gonna captain?"
Yeah, Hendo.
Hendo. Like this dude's a ball. Look, I'm not saying he's making YouTube highlight tapes, but for Liverpool, he is he's a world class player for Liverpool. For Liverpool.
Henderson on the fraud list is a debacle.
That's
This
a
is just
clarification
dumb.
for Liverpool.
Yeah, I want to make
Strictly-
sure strictly for this club,
I mean, they're world
he's
class
super
out there.
important.
Whoa, I mean, he'd be better than Coquelin for Arsenal. He'd be better than Ramsey. I mean, I feel like if he did not get injured,
If he,
and he didn't. Well, the thing, if he didn't have that,
Playing the if game,
that is a big part of
he,
why
I'd
I'm
say,
throwing
I
him
say
on
he
there.
Should've
starts
thrown
over
company
Carrick.
on there.
He starts over Carrick
Well,
for United.
Luke Shaw was thrown on there, so it's not going to work for everyone.
Yeah,
but for
I
some
agree.
dudes it will. And Henderson, it happens every single year that heel catches up to him.
No, not every single year. It just happened like last year. So this is the
Just
first
one
year.
No, it's not.
I think this
I think
is
it's
the
the
I think this is
season.
the first year
Yeah,
they're
but
actually
not every single
I
year
think
at all.
This is the
It's not the
first year
first
they're
year.
actually addressing the injury and trying to find a solution. Where before
Yeah, he might have been playing
it was
on
like
it, but I don't
treatment,
think it
play
was a
through
big
it, treatment,
problem
play
until
through it, and it was,
2
you know what, Hendo, like we got to solve this or else come with something else. So I think that's what this big break was all about. Is just trying to find a solution.
That's why I said before the shows and stuff.
Rest.
Carvalho, Renato Sanchez, Liverpool have to take a legitimate look at them and say, look, we got to cut bait, even if he's our
Literal.
captain, if he's not going to play game in, game out.
And
All
that's
right,
the
so
big
what's
thing.
Ramsey 2, Hendo 2.
It's up to Hussey.
Oh,
Well,
what a world we live in.
Because you two are both Ramsey. We're both.
And then Ross,
Hendo.
and then
wait,
Ross
Barkley, though,
Barkley.
right? Barkley.
That's automatic.
Barkley's in. Barkley's
Okay,
in.
all right, cool. Barkley's
So it's
in.
Barkley, and Hussey's obviously not going to pick Henderson.
Nope.
So I think we're on Ramsey.
And
Yep.
Tom's not going to pick
Well,
Ramsey.
That's
Well,
what,
but
so it's
Justice.
Ramsey.
Yeah. Well, Ramsey's a better
Justice is
suspect anyways.
Nah,
Yeah.
Ramsey's going to play.
There it is.
But what
Ramsey
will
and
he
Ross
do?
Barkley.
What will he produce?
He could score more goals than him.
He could,
He could.
if.
He could.
He's suspect.
He,
Yeah,
could,
anyone
he
can.
could, but he won't.
Well, Jordan Henderson could play the whole season.
All right, so we're on strikers now, right?
Let's do it.
All right. Here are my first two. Again. Only two. We got Shane Long.
You hate
Oh
this
Not
guy.
Shane Long.
Dude, since the Euro Fantasy League, you've hated this dude.
He's
let you
the
down.
exception when I tell people, I love speed. He's the exception because he has like 2 left pinkies as feet. And then you got
If you're not fast, you're not making Ryan's team.
he's super fast, but he's the exception of like,
Super fast.
and then
35 games and 37 games. And then 17 and 24.
And
So it's
then-
been the last 2 seasons.
Berahino.
Sadio Berahino.
Yes.
Why?
That's a good one.
That's
Why?
good.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where he went through that whole saga through West Brom. Oh, thank God, he's going to Stoke. He's going to get his time. He never got his time, or he didn't do much with his time.
What is
but
it? He was
but
taking
this
acting
coming
class?
this coming year, because Bonnie's not going to keep him off the field. So if he gets his chance on the field, Berahino, he could have a season where he gets 17 goals
Could
I'm gonna-
if
for Stoke, and he could be the missing factor for the Bash brothers and Joe Allen.
Agreed.
And if that does happen,
pass it
he's
to Joe.
boom.
I'm going to give it to Shane Long and Daniel Sturridge. Enough is enough.
Oh, Sturridge.
Shane Long?
Shane Long again, bro. Last season, he finished off strong. We thought he was going to have a good Euros. Then I thought he was going to bounce back. Never bounced back. I'll give it to Shane Long,
Yeah.
man.
Then Charlie Austin said, "Take a seat, Shane Long."
Right, like
Charlie Austin's
Graziano
here.
Pele was, was that man, was that dude about that business. He went to China, but a guy like Shane Long was supposed to represent.
He also went to the World Cup, bro.
It was supposed to replace Graziano Pelle. It's not asking a lot. They had to bring in Gabardini halfway through the season to replace Shane Long.
Well, no. They had to do it because Charlie Austin took Shane Long's spot and then got injured.
I'm not hating on.
I got a
3 goals in 32 games, by the way.
I got a good one.
Shane Long, what's up?
Al's boy, Jansen.
Jansen? Now he's a fraud.
Did he make the fraud list?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
It's his first year. He's sitting behind Harry Kane. That's how I view him.
Yeah, I agree, but he's about that life right now.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Didn't score goals from live play until the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Guy can't score. When Harry Kane is out, he is not the guy.
What'd you have? Who's the other guy?
Kelechi Iheanacho.
Why are you going at
I don't know if he's not suspect for me.
Suspect, bro.
Goals per game through the roof.
Don't give a fuck per game.
All right.
Suspects.
Oh no, Wobie. No, he's a midfielder. I was gonna say Wobie's more of a suspect than Iheanacho.
Here's my 2. I got Hussey's best friend there,
Zaza.
Okazaki.
Oh no, he's not suspect at all.
And I know that she's in the team for more than just goals, like for his work rate and all that stuff. But
bicycle kicks.
30 games, 3 goals, you're a striker, bro.
Best soccer celebration, goal celebration in the world.
And last season wasn't much better.
Dude.
And then my other guy.
Don't you dare say Okazaki.
My other one, this hurts.
Erase his name. Erase his name.
I'm
He's
not
on
gonna
the
erase
list.
it. It's up there. Danny Welbeck.
Ooh.
Danny
That's what we're
Welbeck.
talking about
He
here.
has, in total, 10 goals in the last 3 seasons combined.
Not so
One
well
against
back.
Man United, by the way.
And
You guys don't remember from earlier this
Something
year.
on that little header.
compiled with his injuries, this guy, he's 26.
Yeah, it's about that time, dude.
His
You gotta put
his
something
record, his
together now.
he's never scored over 10 goals in a season. He's never hit double digits.
Yeah, he's got to start putting it together.
That's
And
another
he's
guy I
got-
want to replace. Honestly,
I love this guy, but his potential, but he never plays. He's injured.
Should be part of the clear.
Potential is tapped at a certain point.
But
Yeah.
that's my suspect.
To me, these are guys who have kind of fallen from grace.
Scraps.
You guys might be surprised. Daniel Sturridge has to be in there.
Has to.
Injuries and
Yeah.
just lack of production.
I agree with Sturridge.
The other guy, Jamie Vardy.
No way.
Understand that this is a suspect, right? So the year before, he wins the league. Amazing. Linked with Arsenal. Now, Arsenal, I don't want to go to you. I'm sticking with Leicester. Cool, you do that. Sticks with Leicester. Terrible season. Him and Mahrez, shite seasons. Not only
Define
that,
shite season.
not only that for Vardy, right? So not 15 plus.
But he's never scored except for 1
He
year.
had 13
But
overall.
what I was expecting more than 15 goals. I don't know about
He
you
got-
guys.
He
He
had 13.
He had 13, bro.
Yeah,
he was
and I think that was a letdown.
I looked at Vardy specific.
I
That's
think it
why
was a
I'm
letdown.
pushing back a bit on him.
Yeah, and I think that was a letdown for Vardy because he opted to stay, and I don't think he performed to the level that he could have. And
That's
not only
what
that, guys.
It's,
Not only
it's a
that.
fair shout. I'm not denying
Yeah, yeah,
that.
it's not
Is it because he
crazy.
didn't
Yeah.
play at Arsenal
It's not-
this year?
It's
No,
not
no,
crazy.
It's not sour grapes at all.
It's
It's not sour grapes. But I don't know about you guys, but when EPL Fantasy first started, I had Vardy on my team.
No,
Dumb.
no.
They're the
No.
grapes.
No?
Called
I
that
didn't have
Nope.
them, dude.
you
Dude, you know
no.
why? You know why? Like I kind of give Vardy a pass. He's old anyway. He's never got.
He's only
more.
30, bro.
Yeah, but like it's the twilight of his career.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't
That
know. He
was
might
his
be a
peak.
late
He kind of hit.
bloomer, though.
I don't.
No, but that was it, guys. You look at the pieces there, man.
Well,
Like,
it seems right now that was his peak because he was shit this year by
dude,
comparison.
That's what I'm saying.
Which I would agree with.
it's not
Well, to be
only just
fair,
the
that was
club-
the peak.
Dude,
that would be a
that
peak
was-
for a lot of
that was-
professionals.
I think that was just,
That year was outrageous.
I think that Leicester team was
Freak.
a
Anomaly.
freak.
Yeah.
And
No,
so was Vardy, I think, man. I think Vardy is a 10 to 15 kind of player. 10 to 15 goals. Like a Jermaine Defoe, he'll have a pop once in a while, get over 20.
see, I thought he was a 15 to 20 type of
I
guy.
don't
I
think
thought
so.
it was 15 to 20
I don't
after
think
what I
so.
saw last season. And he also loses his place in the English national team.
But every finish he had last season, bro, was a shot. Remember, there was articles going around, can Vardy actually side foot a ball? Everything was finished the same
100 miles
way,
an hour.
man. 100 miles an hour. I was like, the pieces aren't there. Defoe, at least you see him finish headers, you see him
Curlers,
slide foot.
curlers.
There are the pieces. Vardy, I was like, this guy's having a hot season, no doubt. But again, it was the 4-4-2 catching everyone off guard like the 3-5-2 did this season.
So what I think he's a very interesting case because it leads to what's he going to do next year.
I think he's going to go
He's gonna
10,
go down
10 to
10 and
15.
15,
In
yeah.
that's why I didn't have it.
That's his
But
wheel- that's his
to your point,
wheelhouse.
he's eligible, man. He's
I
eligible.
think he's a suspect for that reason because he went so high, and now
Anomaly season.
he's
though.
like,
But it was a peak. Yeah, it was a random anomaly.
All right,
But
so we
whatever.
got.
So no one's jumping on the Welbeck train. No one's putting a foot on. No.
We going the Welbeck train?
no.
Who'd you have?
I was on
So
the
we had
Vardy.
Shane Long,
I had
right?
Sturridge.
Shane
Two
Long
for
and
Shane Long.
Sturridge.
2 for Shane
Oh, we
Long
had
and
the
2
same
for
time.
Sturridge.
Yeah, Sturridge is in
Oh
there.
yeah, Sturridge.
2 for Shane Long, 2 for Sturridge.
Sturridge.
Sturridge has to be.
I'm on Sturridge's boat.
Sturridge's the biggest suspect.
Sturridge has to
And-
Sturridge and Long.
be. The saga has
Yeah,
to
so
end.
Sturridge and Shane Long.
Shane Long, poor guy.
Shane Long irks me.
Real quick,
I don't agree with that
manager.
one. But
I'm not happy with Shane Long.
Ooh, manager.
Suspect manager.
I got it. I got
I
it.
got one. Who you got?
Well, because it can't be Brad Bobley, it's gonna have to be David Moyes.
I don't think he's a suspect. I think he's done.
What we just did, we already did fraud list. He didn't make the fraud list. He's the next guy, in my opinion. By default.
I'm just gonna keep it consistent with like the up-down thing. Slavin Bilic. I think he's got the
He's
biggest
my
eyes
other,
on
he's
him.
my other one.
He's
got the
not a
biggest eyes
suspect
on
for
him.
me.
It's
I,
automatic,
But
man.
you know,
I
tell
think
me.
it's a suspect just because West Ham did so well the year prior. This year
Injuries,
they fell
man.
so
The less
hard.
injuries.
And the
less-
owners have given him a chance, right?
Yeah.
Like we trust you, so next year is everything.
Dude, they let
New
him
stadium,
sell-
everything.
They let him keep his job after the whole Payet thing. They chose him over Payet essentially. And what did I want to say? I lost it. I lost
Stadium.
track.
Injuries.
He had a lot of injuries.
The amount of injuries at the beginning of the year
100%.
set them off for a shit year, and that's why I went back and forth between Bilic and Moyes. Moyes had everything to succeed. You know, they gave him some money. They let him bring in players. Slavin Bilic had injuries where he didn't have a starting lineup, and then Dimitri Payet completely fucked up the locker room.
Yeah, he did.
When you lose the locker room like that, it takes time to rebuild.
not only that though,
So that's
when
why I
that
moved
team
him off.
when that team came back, West Ham looked dangerous.
Yes.
But if they had that
Good
team
point.
right at the beginning, Payet doesn't probably leave in January. So Bilic, he did a lot with nothing. So I don't think he's suspect. For
All
me,
eyes on
suspect, Mark Hughes,
No way.
Stoke.
Dude, you
'Cause
said
if-
that like it was gonna fucking
No.
rock the room.
No, I'll tell you right now, if
The
Stoke
delivery was unbelievable.
If
It's totally
Stoke
right.
does probably, if they sit around 15 by mid-November, I don't see him finishing out as Stoke manager.
See,
by
I
the end
just
of the year.
think Mark Hughes is who he is. Like he's actually one of the most like successful managers in
He's
English
coached-
history,
he's
just in
been-
terms of like longevity.
he's
like,
coached
how
forever
long
now.
He's been
Yeah.
doing
He's
it.
been
He's-
stud,
yeah,
man.
he's
I
one
think
of
he's
the
just one of those
longest
that's
serving.
plateauing. Like I think Stoke is gonna
Reality.
be fine. Like I don't think it's a big.
You
shot
bring him
for
in. He's a local name, English legend. Like he's got clout. You bring him into a club. He can
He's
stabilize
Welsh.
it. That's
Huss
what it
might
is.
be right
He's
next
Welsh.
year. He
My
might
bad,
be
he's
right.
Welsh.
We'll see how next year shakes
Might?
out.
I had Bilic.
Oh, I'm always right.
I got an awesome one. You guys are gonna love this. Claudio Ranieri, the pizza man himself,
He's not suspect at all.
aka the
Thought
Tiki
about
man.
it. Thought about it, dude.
Well,
It's
you're
on
thinking
it.
wrong then.
Right, he got
had
fired,
one-
bro.
Man's
he had
awesome.
One, he
He's
had
awesome.
one good year, bro.
He's awesome.
He's
His
never
whole
won a league
career.
title.
Wow,
never
that's
won a
not
league
true.
title.
He didn't have one good year. He's been very good.
He's never won a league title.
He was good at
He's
Chelsea
Never,
when
he's
he-
never, he's
when
never
he
won a league
built that
title.
team.
is one, like,
Never won a league title in
I didn't say he's
30
great.
years of
I said
coaching,
he's good.
35 years of coaching.
Look
I
at
guess-
we just talked about him.
Thought it was all
Bruce.
about trophies, bro.
Steve Bruce. We just talked about the guy.
Thought it was
Steve
all about
Bruce.
trophies.
Mark
it is all about
Hughes.
trophies. Maybe it's learned someday.
yeah, but expectations.
No
Farid.
trophies if you're
That's
placed
what
on
makes
the
you
fucking-
You
suspect.
just won the league, and then you
You're
got
right.
fired the next season. Like,
you didn't even
What are
finish.
you? What are
Hey,
you?
You know who would have been
Matteo? Like, what
eligible?
are you?
Jose was suspect last year. That's why when he came into Man United, everyone was like, "Holy shit, what's he gonna do?" Because he was
I wasn't.
suspect last
I
year.
wasn't.
If Wenger
You brought
didn't
in
win-
Riyad,
if
you brought
Wenger didn't
Jose.
win an FA Cup, he might be
Yeah.
suspect because he fell out of the
All
top
right.
four.
So what do we got? We got
Ranieri.
Slavin Bilic.
Ranieri, Slavin
Bilic.
Bilic, Slavin Bilic.
Is it Bilic really?
Hussey?
Bilic's
Mark
gonna
Hughes.
take on this?
Mark
Dude, because
Hughes.
That's
that's
harsh.
He's got 6
All
months
right.
next year.
All right,
I
so
don't
that's
think he has
harsh
a full
out, but
season.
I just think
I
it's
like
all
him, dude.
eyes
He's got to
on
prepare
Bilic.
this
In
summer.
terms of
If he doesn't
managers,
prep this summer, he's in
it's all
trouble.
eyes
He's
on
got
Bilic.
6 months to make it happen.
Yeah.
He's going to be one of the first to get fired
was
because
dealt
West
the-
Ham's
he was-
expectations in London are
He was
so
dealt
high.
a shit hand though. Like
He was.
he inherited a club in shambles.
How's Hughes?
The work cut out.
Now,
for
what are
him.
you?
Ranieri.
Ranieri. Yeah, it's Bilic, man. Slavin.
You gonna go to Slavin? Man?
It's two to everyone else.
No, it's two, but if the three of us agree on one, we
Man,
can
just go
overtake
who's
them.
right. Just go who you think.
Just
is
go Mark
right,
Hughes.
man. It
Is it
doesn't
Mark
matter.
Hughes?
Just
Is
join
it
the right
David
side.
Moyes, or is it Claudio Ranieri?
It's Bilic.
Between the three of us,
Bilic. It's
you go Bilic right away.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to any of these other ones.
No, I wouldn't do Howard Hughes, Mark Hughes. I wouldn't do
Howard Hughes.
I wouldn't do David Moyes because he's a fraud.
He's a fraud.
Why did he make our fraud team?
Because he failed at the last.
Was it
Well,
somebody that was? There was somebody that was
dude.
more fraud.
Bobley was the fraud.
Yeah.
Remember?
Fraud.
So Bilic,
I
Bilic is the coach.
At
Then.
least he stuck around.
Yeah, and I like Slavin, man.
Me too, man.
Dude, he's
Al
one of
does
those
a good job.
I love
managers.
Slavin. No, yeah,
It
he-
hurts.
Very good
England.
coach.
Yeah, screwed England.
Dude,
but I
it
respect
hurts
him
to
for that.
watch him manage because you just see the pain in his eyes, the
He's robot.
frustrations.
He's the
How
robot.
many times did West Ham get
Dude,
smacked for
man,
four?
it'll be minus
Rough.
10, minus 20 Celsius. Bilic will be out there, no jacket, no hat, just wearing a suit.
robot
in
manager.
freezing conditions, man, and it doesn't move. Yeah, we got it, Huss.
Yeah, well, we're going to go. All right, so
Where
guys,
we
that
going?
was our suspect 11. You want to run through it? Who do we have?
Why don't you run through it?
All right, so we got Robles.
Mike.
I asked you to go
These
through it. I
things
can't
move,
see
guys.
it, man.
You
You
know
have
that, right?
scribbles all over there.
Right.
All right, right here, Huss. Right here, bud. Right there.
Now you got to bring my whole mic over, too. All right, so our suspect 11.
Move.
Oh,
That was so
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to
Right,
unplug.
we're wasting time. We got to get to a
Oh,
game.
my God, relax. So we have Robles and
What, you
as a
gonna lick that
goalkeeper.
microphone?
Then we got, no,
Jesus,
because it
bro.
falls.
You want to mention
Told
the
you.
club?
So
Everton?
left back, Everton. Left back, Luke Shaw, United. We got center backs. We got Matip and Stones. Matip's obviously with Liverpool. Stones is with City.
Obviously.
For right back, we got Darmian for United. There's a lot of United guys on this.
I like it.
Then we got left mid, Martial, United.
Champions League.
Center mids, we got Ross Barkley with Everton. Ramsey for
Who's cheering
Arsenal.
now?
Right mid, we got Mahrez for Leicester City.
When I do it.
We got two strikers, Sturridge for Liverpool and Shane Long with Southampton. The coach of the suspect 11 is Slavin Bilic from West Ham.
These are the guys you have to watch closely next season. The media will be watching them close. We'll be watching them close. One more bad season, and they could probably drop out of their clubs. Take a step down. Thanks for listening, guys. Check out our question episode next week. We're going to
Q&A.
throw up a post on Facebook. You just ask your questions under that, and we'll dedicate a whole episode to answering whatever you want. Anything you want. Rule changes.
What's my favorite color?
Personals.
Huss's favorite color.
Favorite
anything
food?
you want. AMA, yo.
Nachos.
Oh, also, guys, thank you for the support. Our downloads are doing awesome for the show. Facebook Love is going great. The iTunes, we need some reviews and some more ratings and everything. So we're going to post that up so you guys can click right over to our iTunes. Give us a nice rating, probably like 5 stars. Maybe even give us 7 stars. You know how it is. Give us a nice little review. Guys, again, for the support, thank you so much.
PFC, 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 PFC.